What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Valorant Culture YouTube channel. I know I sound a little different right now. That's because I'm using my headphone mic rather than my studio mic, 'cause that's the only real way I can record live commentaries without my microphone picking up my keyboard and mouse sounds. So yeah, I apologize for that. The audio quality is going to be a lot worse with this headphone microphone. But without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to be teaching you guys today how to dominate with Cypher in Valorant. This is going to be a more generalized tip video. I'm going to probably make a specific Cypher video on each map, going in depth on how to play Cypher on each map for every bomb site on defense and how to attack with him and all the stuff like that. I'm going to be going over in a separate video, more specific and in-depth ones, but this is going to be like a general Cypher tip guide. It'll help you out on all the maps. I know it will make you a lot better of a Cypher player. If you haven't played him much, or even if you have played him a lot, this will help you out a lot. But yeah, let's get right into it. So I have 5 main tips here. Number one, you're the intel gatherer. So as soon as you see something, tell your team. Even if you see, like, for example, you put your camera down and you see one guy on C long, tell your team. Even if you don't think that they're going C long and that might just be a bait, don't hide information from your teammates. Let them know. Don't be greedy. Don't use him in a greedy way. If somebody hits your tripwire, tell your team. Whoever is on the flank or whatever, which character they destroyed your tripwire. Somebody's there. Don't just go and try to get them yourself, and then you end up dying and losing the round because you didn't tell your team that somebody's there. So don't be greedy. As a Cypher, you need to be a selfless player and communicate with your team because you're the number one intel gatherer on your team. Number two, this is something I don't see that much on attacking sides, but you should be peeking with your cameras. They nerfed it a little bit. It used to be 30 seconds after someone destroys your camera. You get another one. Now it's 45 seconds, for example. If I'm attacking C-Long here, a lot of times what I like to do is just throw down the camera, and then I can see if anybody's there on C-Long, peeking with an op or whatever. Same thing on the B side, you could just throw it, sort of push up here through this door, and then you could possibly go up here, I guess, throw that in and see a little farther into mid. So yeah, you don't want to just throw your camera on the flanks because you're going to have the tripwires there. And that is going to lead me into my next tip, which is to always buy tripwires. These are really, really effective. You can know for sure your flank is covered if you have these tripwires in the right spots. And yeah, you also don't want to put them too high or too low, because if you were to put them like here, for example, they can just jump over them. And if you were to put them, for example, up here, they can just crouch under them. What you want to do, just the easiest way, is just to crouch down, get it at head level, and then just put it down. Then they can't jump over and can't get under it. So yeah, that's how to use the tripwires. And then also, like I said before, peek with your cameras. Don't just throw one here right next to your tripwire, because that's just redundant. You don't need both of those there. You only need one. And yeah, next thing, cage hopping. This is a really high level thing. I haven't seen people do it much. It's a high risk, high reward type thing. But for example, if you're a really aggressive player and you're playing on defense and you set up your camera on C or whatever, you throw maybe a tripwire there, you could possibly hop right here into from garage all the way up there. So for example, you throw a cage here, activate it, you throw another one there, activate it, and then you can sort of just go through the middle of these and hide inside of them, and then you're back here. But obviously that's very risky. You probably don't want to try that, but it's more attacker sided, a more attacker sided tip, I guess. This won't exactly be too effective on defense. I was just showing an example now because this is one of the pretty short routes that you could actually use this cage hopping strategy on for Haven. And yeah, now let's get into the last tip, which is don't fool around with gimmicky camera spots. For example, there was a spot back there that people were putting their camera in before. I think it got patched now. And a lot of those glitch camera spots are going to get patched. There's also one right here where you could like throw it and it would be like half in the ground and half up. And then they also have a slope, so they could barely even see that thing to shoot it. A lot of those camera spots are going to be fixed. So just get used to like putting it in a camera spot that's safe. It isn't like glitchy or anything. I like to throw mine generally if somebody's pushing like long, whether it's A or C. I'll just throw it in the back corner here because they're not really going to be looking for that. And yeah, those are my tips. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and go enjoy dominating with Cypher in Valorant. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.